Good grief, that really didn't take me long to grow a big bushy beard, eh? Anyways, welcome back everybody to the second episode of my ARK Survival Evolved Let's Play from the island. And if I may, I just want to start off by saying a huge, enormous, massive thank you for all of the support in the first episode, reaching well over 500 likes, which is support I've not seen on this channel in quite some time. So truly, my friends, thank you. In the first episode, of course, we went ahead, we created this starter base, complete with a viewpoint and a good amount of space on the inside, which now hosts the first tame that I have for this series, my almighty Moschops, coming in at a whopping level 249. And actually, hang on a minute, there we are. It's now a nice round 250. Now today, my friends, I want to start off by showcasing a little bit of a mod that I've added since the first episode. And in order to show you folks it, we need to head on over to a loot crate. So while we make our way over to it, it gives me an opportunity to remind you folks that if you do enjoy these episodes and you want to continue supporting this series and indeed the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you'd consider dropping a like. And if you're new around here and you don't want to miss out on my future content, make sure you subscribe to the channel with those bell notifications turned on. Oh no! Well, that's no good, is it? The loot crate is in the ocean and there's a megalodon freaking covering it. There's 2 megalodons! Oh, good grief. Oh, you are kidding me. It's a ringed blue loot beam? I really want to explore that, but I just can't. Ah, okay, very good. So we're actually back at base now, and it appears that there's another ringed loot crate descending slightly nearer to our base this time. So we'll go ahead and check that out in just a hot second here. What we're going to do while we're waiting is we're going to start populating this starter house with various bits and bobs, maybe a bunch of crafting stations, maybe some storage. I mean, it's not like my Moschops has a whole bunch of useful resources we could use for such things. Eh? This gal has basically become my pack mule. For now, anyway. I think the first thing we should do is we should go for a refining forge. That way, any metal we can grab, we can smelt it immediately, and we could use said metal to then craft ourselves some various upgrades. I believe it's 125 stone per refining forge, so if we're going to go for 2, which, by the way, we need 250, I believe. So, there we are. And there we have it, my friends. Done and dusted. Right, has the loot crate descended yet? I think it may have. So let's go see what it has in store for us. Come on, hoping for some good things in here because, ladies and gentlemen, I have added a mod to this series which I believe is called Ascended to Evolved Loot Drops. Checking this thing out. Oh my goodness me. Okay, that is a great amount of stuff right there. Woohoo! That's a lot of stuff, isn't it? Check this out, then. We've got ourselves some fur boots. 1 out of 5 bits of fur armor, so we can eventually start exploring the snow biome. That's kind of cool. Also kind of cool is this bad boy. Oh my goodness me. Our spears are about to be replaced by something far better. So yeah, as the mod name suggests, basically what it does is it brings the loot pool over for all of the loot crates and all that kind of stuff you can get. It brings the loot pool over from Ascended over to Evolved. So we're not stuck with really crappy quality loot in this series anymore. And I should mention, as a result of adding this mod to the series, I've gone ahead and I have reduced the loot crate quality setting back down to the default of 1. Only as I mentioned in the first episode, we like to go for a healthy balance between making progress and not having things be totally overpowered. If I still have the loot crate quality setting on 3, then honestly, we're gonna wind up getting incredibly overpowered things incredibly quickly. Like, too quickly. Goodness me, is it a faff getting up here. I'm thinking one of the things we should probably consider doing is making like a ladder that goes all the way down to the beach there. I must admit, I'm pretty glad that we've got ourselves a rudimentary irrigation system kit going on here. That is one thing we need to bear in mind with this game. We don't have the like wireless irrigation and wireless electricity systems that you can get in Ascended. Again, maybe there's a mod that brings those systems over to Evolved, but for now, so far as I know, yeah, we gotta go back to the old ways. So then, my friends, back to Operation Interior and Upgrades. We got ourselves a little bit of metal that my Moschops had, and what we need to do is get them spouted up. Oh! Scrap metal from tech creatures! Right! That could be a really good way of getting a hell of an amount of metal early game. I guess the question is, do we have any tech creatures around here? Well, we're not going to be able to see anything in all this fog, so how about we do a little bit of a thing here? Fista's all fog remover requiring only 1 thatch. I don't actually know what this thing does. Maybe I just, like, use it? Oh, whoa. Okay. It's a dodo statue. That's cool. Make the dodo happy. Make the dodo bored. What? What on earth is this thing on about? Alright, so checking out the options real quick. Yeah, look at this. You can actually turn the fog back on. But aside from that, that's about it. I mean, it's pretty much done exactly what it says on the tin. It's gotten rid of the fog around here, which is quite handy-dandy, actually. Turns out we don't have enough metal ingots for a smithy yet. We need 2 more. So I'm hoping... Yep, there we are. A couple bits of metal here and there. I think we need a grand total of 4. All right, the smithy has just been created. And as a result of placing it down, we should be able to start seeing just what kind of stuffs we'll be able to make. So, there it goes. Access inventory. And let's have this not in folder view. Oh, yeah. Look at all this stuff. 8 ingots for the hatchet. 1 for the pickaxe. And we're going to need a whole bunch more even still for a bunch of other stuff, right? So, yeah, crossbow. That's another 7. The sickle is a whopping 18. And if we really wanted to go ham with some weaponry, 50 ingots are required for a sword. And in terms of a long neck rifle, which of course we're going to be needing so we can use tranquilizer darts with it, we need to be level 35. What are we right now? Level 30. Okay, we're not a million miles off then. Anyway, now that we have ourselves a smithy, we should be able to get away with finally reducing the load on my Moschops here. Alright, just need the 1 metal ingot, then we can get ourselves an upgraded pickaxe. There we are. Alright, so get that chucked in hither with maybe a bunch of these here resources as well. And there we go, metal pickaxe. So, just how much easier is it going to be for us to grab ourselves metal now? Let's have ourselves a bit of a look. Yep, 1, 2, 3... Yeah. I mean, it's still nothing to shout home about, but it's better than the rates we were getting with just our primitive stone pick. All right, check it out, my friends. We can finally make ourselves our first ranged weapon. Most people go for just a humble bow, but no, not this lad. Crossbow. You know what? While we're doing the whole crossbow thing, maybe we should make a bit of a start on, oh, I don't know, getting ourselves a couple of mortar and pestles, maybe get ourselves some narcotics. I think that'd be a good idea. So after a little bit of resource grinding, we should just about be ready to get a table placed down with a whole bunch of mortar and pestles placed upon it. So let's go and get this thing placed down, I don't know, let's say right next to the smithy here. And then the mortar and pestles, we are going to need ourselves, I believe, hide as well as stone. How many of these bad boys can we make? A lot. I mean, I'm going to go for, say, 3. Maybe we'll be able to place down more than 3 on this table. But I guess we shall figure that out in just a hot second. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. Okay, yeah, 3 will do the job, I think. So, narco berries, spoiled meat. We're going to put all of that stuff in this first mortar and pestle, and we're going to get this thing going. 62 narcotics. And check it out. We've got ourselves a couple of levels up. In fact, no, 3 levels up now. Nice. All right, let's go entirely for weight. And then we'll be able to see what we can get at level 33. Hey, ghillie armor. Hey! This might not be a bad way to go. I do love me some ghillie armor and the natural camouflage it gives you against the bugs of this game. So, organic polymer, we need a grand total of, that's 8. That's 6, so 14. That's 5, so 19. Then 3, that's 22. And another 4, which is 26. 26 organic polymer is required. The good news is, I seem to recall seeing a couple of Hesperornis dudes. You know, those little duck dudes you sometimes find around the coastlines. So yeah, shouldn't be too difficult for us to find ourselves organic polymer. Maybe that could be an episode end goal. Get ourselves a full set of ghillie armor to have that on only episode 2. That's not bad going, if you ask me. What else have we got here? Spark powder. That'll be useful for these bad boys eventually. Gunpowder. And then, of course, we've got cementing paste. We can already make a decent amount of these because of all the buggies we killed in the first episode. When it comes to these here mortar and pestles, I usually like to have one dedicated to just one thing to craft. So, for example, this one here, I'm going to use entirely to craft cementing paste. This one here is potentially going to be used for spark powder and gunpowder. And this first one for narcotics. Ah, yeah, 46 cementing paste. The good news is, as well, all of these bits and bobs that are being crafted in these mortar and pestles is actually a pretty good way of getting XP. In fact, any second now, yep, there we are. Another level up. Oh my gosh, yet another level up. Wow, we're really surging through this now, aren't we? What are we at now? Level 35. Hey, look at that. The long neck rifle. The only thing is, it does require 95 metal ingots, though, so that might take a while. Unless we find ourselves a tech creature or two to take down. Alright, so with our crossbow, we're going to be wanting to make ourselves tranquilizer arrows. So we need fiber, flint, and thatch to make the arrows, and then simply narcotics on top of that to convert them into trank arrows. That should be relatively straightforward. My goodness, it is just craft mania up in this business right now. Alright. So it looks like we're going to wind up with 66 narcotics, which means we'll be able to make ourselves 66 trank arrows. So before we embark on an adventure to grab ourselves a bunch of organic polymer and to do a little bit of a tech creature hunt, I think we need to make ourselves some storage. Only that way we can once again reduce the load off of our Moschops here. At long last, your pack mule days are coming to an end there, bud. Alright, very good. We've got a resource box, we've got ourselves a food box, and then we've got ourselves a gear/saddles box. And as a result, the inventory on my Moschops has been nicely minimized. Very good. Also very good is the amount of inventory slots we seem to get in various crafting stations. For example, these here storage boxes, normally, I'm pretty sure they only have 45 inventory slots, but no, they've been doubled up to 90. I don't know if that was the base game that did that, or whether it's one of the mods that has done that, but either way, I very much appreciate it. It's very, very handy dandy. So then, my friends, I think the time has come. We are going to take our Moschops for an adventure. We're going to go down here first of all. We're going to see if I can't find those Hesperornises I was telling you about before. We're going to grab the organic polymer from those dudes, and then we're going to go tech creature hunting. I was right. There was a Hesperornis ducky type dude around here. Oh. That didn't take very long. We got enough organic polymer from literally just one. Wow! The other elements that are needed are hide and fiber. We got ourselves a little bit of hide from that Hesperornis dude, but not enough. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of... Yeah, sorry there, buddies. And now it should just be fibers. And now we can make ourselves a new set of armor. Ghillie armor. Don't mind if I do. The other good thing about ghillie armor, of course, is it protects you from hot temperatures, which is super handy. Oh, no, you don't. Hang on a minute. Oh, no. Oh. Okay, well, apparently we now have a Pego, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I wasn't looking to have a Pego friend today, but there we are. We have one. All right, very good. So we're going from 10 armor value per piece to a whopping 32. Over triple. That's not bad going, if you ask me. And look at that. We got ourselves another level up as well. I've always wondered, I know having otters on your shoulder can affect your hypothermal and hyperthermal insulation levels, but do Pegos do that as well? Maybe to a lesser extent. 27174. Remember those numbers. We're going to bring up our inventory now. No, 27174. It's still the exact same. Okay. Well, you know, every day's a learning day and all that, eh? Now to grab ourselves some water. And now we get on with our tech creature hunt. Hey, don't mind if I do there, buddy. Come on. Oh, took him down before he could run away. Okay, fandabadozy. What kind of... Okay. I was about to say, what kind of resources can we get from that guy? Turns out, quite a lot. That's going to make ourselves 43 metal ingots. Oh, get out of town. There's actually yet another one. Also, there's an explorer out here. Do we want to go for it? Yeah? I mean, I kind of do. Why the heck not, right? It's going to give us some increased XP rate. Oh, wow, that really did not take very long at all. All right, so what are we up to now? 85. That's enough for 85 ingots. Oh, good grief. What's happening here? Oh! It's a Carno. Right. I mean, you know, yeah, that's what I thought. When you're able to do over 200 damage to a Carno and they only do 60 to you, yeah, you're gonna win, aren't you? Wow! Look at all the levels up my Moschops has now. This is great. All right, let's get a little bit of health for you. And I'm going to say maybe some more damage. Oh, snappers. Yet another tech creature. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. One more lick on this guy and he should be dead. Ah, that gotcha, you son of a gun. Level 132. Well, that would explain why it took such a long time to kick his butt. All right, what are we up to now? 121. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good amount to be getting on with for now. Really, Trodons? Really, though? Why even bother, dude? Right, let's get this gal back up to max health, and then I'm thinking we head on home. All right, very good, my friends. We are back. Let's get this gal parked up, and we'll also get our Pego placed on the floor. There you go. Right, now we need the metal. Thank you very much there, buddy. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go for double action, double speed. Now we play the waiting game. Oh, sweet lord. That, ladies and gentlemen, is an alpha raptor. Oh boy, is my Moschops going to be able to handle that? Oh, I don't know. I mean, this gal does do a crazy amount of damage. We've got 3 minutes of increased XP yield. This could be the absolute epitome of great risk, great reward. I can't believe I'm going to do this. Do it! 260 damage. Oh, you, my good sir, are an embarrassment. Come on, there's no way, right? There's no way I can't take this guy down. If I do, I'm going to wind up with such a crazy amount of XP, it's going to be dumb. Not just levels up for my Moschops, but levels up for me as well. Come on now. Come on, come on, come on. Wow. Wow. Well, if that display of my Moschops' dominant prowess doesn't deserve a like rating, I simply don't know what does. Oh my gosh! Okie dokie artichoke. Wow, that is a hell of a lot of prime meat. Wow, and a lot of levels up. What about for me myself? 29?! Oh my word! Oh. Okay, I do believe that we have kind of won ARK with that battle right there. Well, not really, but that's a hell of a jump in progress we've just made with our levels up. Let's get you up to a nice round 5,000 health. I might even give you a little bit of carry weight there, buddy. And a whole bunch more damage. Yeah, look at how excited you are. Yeah, you should be. You just took down an alpha, for crying out loud. I am absolutely staggered. Like, genuinely, I am. Just how dominant this Moschops is. Oh, nice. Check it out. Rexbone helmet skin. Oh, yeah. I feel pretty badass right now. So, going from level 36 up to, what, if my maths is correct, 65? Let's go for 100 more health, 100 more carry weight, and I'm also going to start upgrading my movement speed just a little bit. I normally like to go for 115% movement speed, because at that point, you can outrun raptors. And we all know how much of a pain in the butt raptors can be, eh? Good grief, is there a lot of stuff we can make now? Look at that, we could already start our grind towards industrial crafting stations. Blimey. Hey, there's the tranquilizer darts. Nice. Refrigerators. We've got metal stuffs here. Damn. Cryopods even. Wow. There's so much stuff. At what point do we get an Argentavis saddle? Oh, no way. It's already unlocked. Level 62. 150 chitin/keratin, 185 fiber, and 350 hide. We could go for an Argentavis in episode 3 if we really wanted to. Are we feeling confident enough to be able to do that? I mean, in the Ascended series that I did have before this one, I went for an Argentavis, I think, in episode 4. To have one in episode 3 would just be insane, right? Alright, so sometime later, we finally have all of these metal ingots smelted up. So, not only will we be able to make ourselves the long neck rifle now, we could also make ourselves a metal hatchet. We could also make ourselves a sickle for gathering fiber if we really wanted to. Check this out. On the tooltip, it says also useful for delicately shearing off slices of prime fish. I never ever knew that about sickles. I would very much like to give that a go. Well, when a situation demands that I have prime fish anyway. So with all of those upgrades taken care of, I feel like we have well and truly gone from noob to pro in today's episode. I mean, episode 2, and we've already managed to take down an alpha. How about that, eh? So on that note, I shall bid you guys farewell. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you in the next one.